Welcome to Amazing Life 1-2 channel guides. Today you watching Toni Collette, Australian actress. Lifestyle biography and beautiful photos. I hope you enjoy this video. Like, share, subscribe channel. Thank you for watching video. Your favorite actress, model, singer, celebrity biography photos, images. If you want to see, please comment.
Starting. Biography. Toni Collette Gallifaci, born Toni Collette, the 1st of November 1972, is an Australian actress, producer, singer, and songwriter. Known for her work in television and independent films, she has received various accolades throughout her career, including a Golden Globe Award and a Primetime Emmy Award, in addition to nominations for an Academy Award, a Tony Award, and 2 British Academy Film Awards. She has also won 5 AACTA awards, from 8 nominations. After making her film debut in Spotswood, 1992, and being nominated for the AACTA Award for Best Actress in a Supporting Role, her breakthrough role came in the comedy drama Muriel's Wedding, 1994, which earned her a Golden Globe Award nomination and won her the AACTA Award for Best Actress in a Leading Role. Collette achieved greater international recognition for her role in the psychological thriller film The Sixth Sense, 1999, and was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. She was glebe until the age of 6, then in Blacktown. Her father, Bob Collette, was a truck driver, and her mother Judy, née Cook, was a customer service representative. Collette later learned on an episode of Who Do You Think You Are? That Bob was possibly born as a result of his mother Norma's, née McQueenie, having an extramarital affair with a U.S. Navy chief petty officer stationed in Australia during and after World War II. Norma and her husband, Harold Stanley Collette, were going through a divorce, and Bob's DNA test determined that Stanley was not his biological father. Despite a public appeal in August 2015, her biological grandfather's name is not known. Collette has described her family as not the most communicative, but has said that despite her parents' lack of money, they were supportive and made their children feel cared for. She has fond memories of growing up in Blacktown, where she and her mother watched Saturday afternoon movie matinees presented by Bill Collins. She described her younger self as having crazy amounts of confidence. When she was 11, she believed she had appendicitis and convinced her doctors. She was taken to an emergency department and had the appendix removed. As a student at Blacktown Girls High School, her favorite activities included netball, tap dancing and swimming, and she took part in local singing competitions. Her ambition was to perform in musicals, as she loved to sing and dance. Collette's first acting role was a high school performance of Godspell at the age of 14. She auditioned by singing Whitney Houston's Saving All My Love for You. She decided to become an actor the following year, and was influenced by Geoffrey Rush's stage performance in The Diary of a Madman, July-August 1989. In 1989, with her parents' approval, she transferred to the Australian Theatre for Young People, later explaining, "I was 16. And it's not like I wasn't good at school, or I didn't enjoy it, I did. I just loved acting more. I don't regret that decision, but I can't believe I made it." The actor returned the extra E at the end of her surname, which Stanley Collette had removed as it sounded better for a stage name. She started at National Institute of Dramatic Art, NIDA, in early 1991, but left after 18 months to appear as Sonia in Uncle Vanya, August-September 1992, directed by Neil Armfield, alongside Rush in the title role. Career 1990 to 1999. Early work and breakthrough. Collette made her television debut in 1988 on a comedy variety show Blah 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 as a singer. Her first acting role was in 1990, a guest appearance as Tracy, on the 7 Network drama series A Country Practice Season 10, Episode 31, The Sting, Part 1. Her first professional theater role was as Debbie in Operation Holy Mountain in May of that year at Q Theatre, Penrith. Frank Barnes of Journal of the NSW Public School Teachers Federation noticed, "Collette is simply amazing in her professional debut as the girl with cerebral palsy." She joined the Sydney Theatre Company and, from December 1990 to February 1991, appeared in A Little Night Music at the Drama Theatre, Sydney Opera House. She performed Cordelia in King Lear, March 1994, and was also in stage productions at the Belvoir Street Theatre, directed by Rush. In 1992, she made her feature film debut in the ensemble comedy drama Spotswood, known in the U.S. as The Efficiency Expert, which starred Anthony Hopkins and included a then newcomer Russell Crowe. She played Wendy, a factory worker who harbors a secret attraction towards fellow worker Carrie, Ben Mendelsohn. Film News Peter Galvin observed, It's here that the film finds real warmth, vigor, and pain, all contained in her expressive face. She's terrific, and so is Mendelsohn, simply because we believe them. Andrew Urban of Urban Cinephile felt that she has a lovely role and does it with minimalist excellence. For the performance, she earned her first AACTA Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. Between auditions for roles, she worked part-time delivering pizzas and selling jeans. In 1992, her agent alerted her to a proposed film project with a good role. A year later, Muriel's Wedding, 1994, was financed and started casting in June 1993. Although the actor auditioned on the first day, she did not win the role until 3 months later. In preparation for portraying Muriel, the actor gained 18 kilograms, 40 pounds, in 7 weeks. The film was a critical and commercial success, grossing $15.2 million United States dollars on a budget of $9 million United States dollars. James Berardinelli of ReelViews called her vibrant and energetic, while Peter Stack of the San Francisco Chronicle opined that Collette played the lead role with disarming earnestness. She received her first Golden Globe Award nomination for Best Actress and won the AACTA Award for Best Actress. In 1996, she had parts in 3 critically acclaimed. Smith, a close friend of the titular character. Originally dismissive of Austen's works, she found Emma to be warm and witty and clever. Jane Goodall of San Francisco Chronicle wrote, Harriet was played with heartbreaking empathy. Desperately trying to meet Mr. Right, so awkwardly you fear she'll slip on a banana peel. She starred alongside Lisa Kudrow, Parker Posey and Alana Ubach in Clockwatchers 1997, which depicted the lives of 4 friends working in an office. Dustin Putman of the Film File called it a jewel of a film, and praised the performances of the cast, particularly Collette, whom he referred to as outstanding. For her supporting role as Michelle in The Boys, 1998, she won her 3rd AACTA award. Although Velvet Goldmine, 1998, returned less than half its production budget at the box office, Metacritic reports a 65% score based on 25 critics, indicating generally favorable reviews. It grew in stature after its release to become a cult film. Collette credited it with revitalizing her passion for acting, as it had freed her from distress she had been facing. Her next film, 8.5 Women, 1999, was not as well received. Metacritic gave it a generally unfavorable score of 36%. 1999 Broadway musical. Elise Summer of Curtain Up, in a review of the musical, wrote that she was a top-notch singer, and particularly praised her rendition of People Like Us. For the soundtrack of Connie and Carla, 2004, Collette and her co-star Nia Vardalos recorded duets of several show tunes, including I'm Gonna Wash That Man Right Out of My Hair, Maybe This Time, and Cabaret. David Haviland of Eye for Film praised the renditions. The musical numbers are a camp triumph. She sang the track, Sunday Morning, for the album Summertown by Deborah Conway and Willie Zygier. She has also performed songs for soundtracks of About a Boy, A Long Way Down, Miss You Already, and Hearts Beat Loud. Collette has been writing her own songs since early teens. In 2006, with encouragement of her husband Dave Galafasi on drums, ex-Gelbison, she formed Toni Collette and the Finish in Sydney. Also joining the band were Amanda Brown on keyboards, Glenn Richards on guitar, David Lane on piano and keyboards, and Pete Farley on bass guitar. Their first gig was at the Basement, Sydney. I was completely petrified, and I think once I got that out of the way, I have just been enjoying it. In the acting, the film world, they try to hide things from actors, keep them pushing. So I am really enjoying getting my hands dirty. On the 9th of October 2006, the band released their debut album, Beautiful Awkward Pictures, on Hoola Hoop Records. Using her personal life as an inspiration, she wrote all 11 tracks under her married name, Toni Collette Galafasi. It was recorded in 2 weeks. Collette co-produced with Zygier. Eclectic of Sputnik Music gave it a positive review. Colette's subdued vocals aren't perfect, but they're close enough to love all the same. He did, however, rebuke the lyrics of some tracks, remarking that they had some stunningly bad lines. The album produced 2 singles, Beautiful Awkward Pictures, September 2006, and Look Up, March 2007. The latter reached the ARIA Singles Chart Top 100. In July 2007, Toni Collette and the Finish headlined the Sydney show of Live Earth, singing a cover of T. Rex's Children of the Revolution. They toured Australia, but have not performed nor released any new material after 2007. In 2012 she expressed her desire to make another album, but said she found it difficult to find enough time to commit to that project. Humanitarian work. Collette supports various charities including Doctors Without Borders, Amnesty International and Feeding America. She expressed her support for PETA and, in July 2005, wrote a letter to then Australian Prime Minister John Howard, asking him to ban the practice of mulesing and the live export of sheep. Later that month, after speaking to sheep farmers, she reneged on supporting PETA's campaign against mulesing. The issue is not as black and white as was previously presented to me. I was given to understand that there were effective and humane alternatives to prevent fly strike, and they are currently available. I am now aware that there are no simple alternatives available to farmers at this time. In 2009, the actor auctioned off t-shirts of her own design to raise money for various charities. Collette, along with Drew Barrymore and Catherine Hardwicke, who all worked together on Miss You Already, wore pink ribbons to support Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October 2014. She has raised money for Oz Harvest, an organization which collects excess food from Australian restaurants and redistributes it to the homeless. She sold some of her personal items for an auction to raise money for the charity Cure Our Kids, which is dedicated to raising money for the oncology unit at the Children's Hospital at Westmead. In 2010, she was part of the host committee to hold the third annual Go Go Gala, which will benefit the Go campaign, which seeks to help orphans and vulnerable children throughout the world. She took part in the promotion of the documentary The Lazarus Effect 2010, being featured in a small clip which sought to raise awareness of the positive impact of free antiretroviral drug therapy for those living with HIV in Africa. In 2012, Collette has contributed an exclusive blog on the fight against hunger and a call to action for Giving Tuesday in the holiday season to the Huffington Post. In 2014, she was appointed as a global ambassador for Concern worldwide. She made her first field visit with Concern to Haiti, where she met families who, together with Concern, are working to break the cycle of extreme poverty. She had previously raised money for Concern's global campaign to fight hunger and malnutrition. She has taken part in multiple public service announcements by Concern requesting the viewers to donate to Concern's various campaigns. In 2017, she attended the 25th annual Elton John AIDS Foundation Academy Award Party, which seeks to raise money to support innovative HIV prevention, education programs and direct care and support services to people living with HIV. She has expressed her support for the Me Too movement. Artistry. Collette at the 2015 San Diego Comic-Con International in San Diego, California. Collette is described by Toby Cresswell and Samantha Trenoweth in their book, 1001 Australians You Should Know, 2006. She proved her abilities as a serious actress in Rowan Woods' 1998 film The Boys, and again in the big-budget international hits The Sixth Sense and About a Boy. Sharon Waxman of the New York Times wrote that the artist often embraces characters who are pathetic, insecure or otherwise unattractive. However, the actor said she detests playing such characters. If I keep perpetuating that image of myself, that of a downtrodden person, that's the only roles I'll get. And I'm getting tired of playing those roles. Despite achieving stardom early in her career with The Sixth Sense, she rarely acted in commerce-driven pictures. She prefers working in independent films over blockbusters, where the latter prioritize box office success over telling a story. Several journalists noted her gravitation towards playing dissatisfied and slightly neurotic mothers. When asked about being typecast in such roles, Collette replied, "All people are different. All women are different. A lot of women haven't had children, but it doesn't change the fact that they're individuals and have some kind of individuality and spark about them." Collette listed Geoffrey Rush as one of her influences and remembered seeing him in The Diary of a Madman, 1989. "When I watched him in that, it was like being in church. I had a full-on spiritual awakening. I even wrote him this letter. I don't remember what it said, but it was very complimentary." She does not find it difficult to detach herself from her roles, but reflected that after doing several heavy thematic films she started to find things were accumulating. "I had to figure out a way to kind of shake it off. So I am figuring that out." When asked how she decides to play her characters, she replied, "When I look at a character, I never look at the size of the role. I always look at the whole person, no matter how much they're featured in the movie." She dislikes working with dialect coaches when preparing for an accent, as they usually make her feel self-conscious. Although she has gained weight to play characters in previous personal life in her 20s, she found it difficult to adapt to being in the media spotlight and, as a result, struggled with bulimia and panic attacks. The panic attacks lasted 8 months. She described having pains in her chest, blurred vision and profuse sweating. During this period she traveled extensively, shaved her head 5 times, once for a film role, and bought a flat in Brixton, London. Her aim was to explore different ideas and just look at life and try to understand it. She left the Brixton flat after a few months because she saw a man getting his head bashed in with a pole 30 meters away. Collette dated her Velvet Goldmine co-star, Jonathan Rhys-Meyers, for about a year, circa 1997, before ending their relationship and described it as hedonistic, drunken and probably dangerous. When asked about her faith, she remarked, "We're all spiritual. I'm not Buddhist but I am drawn to it because it seems the most beneficial of organized religions, and the most compassionate. It's an ongoing journey." She met musician Dave Gallifassi at a 2002 album launch for his then band Gelbison. The couple married in a traditional Buddhist ceremony on the 11th of January 2003. The couple have a daughter, Sage Florence, born on the 9th of January 2008, and a son, Arlo Robert, born on the 22nd of April 2011. She has said that she is an avid camper and enjoys meditating. They lived in Sydney in the 2000s before moving to Los Angeles. The family returned to Sydney in 2019. On the 7th of December 2022, Collette announced that she and Gallifassi were divorcing. Nickname Toni, gender female, age 50 years old, in 2023. Date of birth November 1, 1972, real name Toni Collette. Profession actress, musician, nationality Australian. Birthplace Blacktown, Australia. Religion Buddhism. Zodiac sign Scorpio. Height, weight and physical stats. Body measurements 35-26 to 35 inches. Body type slim. Height 5 feet 8 inches, 1.73 meters, weight 59 kilograms, 130 pounds, hair color dyed blonde, eye color green. Hobbies not known. Toni Collette. Education qualification: Bachelor of Arts School, Blacktown Girls High School. College: Australian Theatre for Young People, National Institute of Dramatic Art. Toni Collette. Career profession: actress,